Hello everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. So this is my recent Arrow sale haul. They've got a sale running on at the moment and I've decided to pick up a few titles. There were quite a lot that I wanted, so I thought I'd just dive into this one while I could. Picked up a few from Arrow Video, a few from Arrow Academy as well. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. First title I grabbed was Stormy Monday. I watched this straight away. I've been curious to see this for a little while. It's sort of a neo-noir, if you will, set in Newcastle, with a very young and very 80s looking Sean Bean. But a fantastic cast on this one: Melanie Griffith, Tommy Lee Jones and Sting, of course. Really enjoyed this one. I thought the soundtrack in particular was absolutely excellent. It was just perfectly done for this film, so much jazz, and it was just incredibly atmospheric. The atmosphere in this film was just done to a T. Really enjoyed this one. And I love the artwork as well. Even before I knew anything about it, the artwork really drew me in. So yeah, I was really happy to pick this one up. And yeah, I was glad that I wasn't disappointed. Next up here, we've got Thief. If anyone's familiar with this release, they'll be able to see that I've seen it because I've switched the artwork already, because I think this artwork is absolutely amazing. But yeah, watch this one straight away as well. I've been wanting to see this one for a little while, and yeah, I know Criterion have a release of this. But yeah, again, this was really good. Sort of had a lot of noir aspects, I thought. Fairly sort of straightforward, linear, simplistic, if you will, sort of storyline. But really enjoyed it, and James Caan, of course, was fantastic. So really glad to get this one. Next up is The Long Good Friday. This is one I've seen already. I saw it probably about 6 months ago, and I've been wanting to pick it up ever since. I'd never seen Bob Hoskins in anything other than children's films, so I didn't really know very much about him, or him as an actor, so to speak. And this was quite the introduction, to say the least. He was absolutely amazing in it. It's a fantastic film, and he is an absolute force. Really enjoyed it, and yeah, definitely made me very interested to see more roles in Bob Hoskins, more roles that Bob Hoskins is in. I don't know about anyone else, but I felt like with this one, when I reached the end, there should have been follow-ups. There should have been a sequel or a trilogy or something. It felt unfinished to me in some ways, and I would have loved to see more. I wish they had made more of this, if they'd have made this into a series. But yeah, absolutely excellent. And then following on straight from that, as soon as I'd finished The Long Good Friday, I watched this one, Mona Lisa. And this has just got a re-release on Blu-ray from Criterion, actually. But another fantastic movie, really sort of emotional and sort of draws you in, and it's quite a sort of an intense one, emotionally. It really sort of draws you into the characters. And both, Bob Hoskins and Kathy Tyson are fantastic in this. Really great movie. It's great to hear Kathy Tyson's strong Scouse accent as well, because you don't hear that much in films. But yeah, I watched Long Good Friday, and then immediately after, as I say, I think it was on the BFI channel, I watched Mona Lisa, and yeah, I wanted to pick this up straight away as soon as I'd seen it, because it's definitely worth multiple rewatches. And the last Arrow Video title I picked up, even though this was from Arrow Academy originally, is the Cinema of Conflict box set by Krzysztof Kieslowski, with the Scar, Camera Buff, Blind Chance and No End. This one doesn't have the booklet, and it's just the sort of thin, flimsy cardboard box set. It's not the hard, sturdy one that Arrow Academy released. That's now out of print. But yeah, throughout sort of the last year-ish, I've been making my way through some of Kieslowski's films. I'd never seen any of his before this year, and yeah, I watched the Three Colours trilogy, I watched the Decalogue, and it's just amazing. I mean, he's quickly becoming my favourite filmmaker, favourite director. His films are absolutely astonishing. I think the Decalogue might be the best cinematic thing I've ever seen in my life. It was just astounding, and I've been wanting to pick this up ever since. So really glad to get this in the sale. All blind buys for me. I've never seen any of these before, so really excited to dive in. Now heading on to the Arrow Video. Arrow Academy. Most of these for me are blind buys, so I don't have too much to say about them. I like to do, honestly, most of my purchases are blind buys these days. But yeah, let's dive in. So first one here, excuse me, is I picked up purely because of the director, Jean-Luc Godard. I've just recently got through the Studio Canal box set of his, and I thought it was excellent, so this was a no-brainer. Don't really know anything about this film except that he directed it, and obviously I recognise this actor here because I watched Day for Night recently, and he's by Truffaut, and he's in it. So yeah, no idea what this is even about, but it was an easy choice because I'm keen to see more of Godard's films. Next up, we've got one that I'd never seen before, A Trip to the Moon. This is obviously an all-time classic. We owe so much to this film and to this director, and yeah, this was a sort of a cinematic blind spot for me. So I'm really keen to see this one. Arrow did release sort of like an oversized sort of book for this one, but unfortunately I missed out on that. So yeah, I'm glad to pick this one up. Next, we've got The Glass Key. I think in the last Arrow sale haul, I picked up The Blue Dahlia, which again has Alan Ladd and Veronica Lake. And I loved The Blue Dahlia. I thought it was excellent. So I've been wanting to pick this one up ever since. Hopefully this one will be just as good. But really excited to dive into this one. And of course, with November coming up, this will be one of the ones that I watch. Next, we've got another noir here. No clue about this one. I just saw it was noir, so I thought I'd grab it. A couple find they've mysteriously have $60,000 literally dropped in their laps. I mean, already that sounds quite interesting. Film noir icons. I can't say myself I've ever heard of either of the lead actors, though I have seen Scarlet Street. But yeah, another one that I'm keen to see. I mean, I love noir. The genre is fantastic. So pretty much anything noir, I'm happy to get it. And this, I checked on Rotten Tomatoes before I got this one, and it's supposed to be really good. Next one up, sort of a similar vein, Women on the Run, another noir, Anne Sheridan, Dennis O'Keefe. Again, one that I don't know anything about, complete blind buy. A nervy shot-on-location thriller with good performances. After witnessing a gangland execution, Frank goes into hiding. I mean, that's all you need to know, isn't it? Another noir that hopefully again will be a good watch. Next up, we've got The Sweet Smell of Success, Burt Lancaster, Tony Curtis. Never seen this one, don't know anything about it. I've got this one purely because I've been making my way through the 1001 films to see before you die, and I know this is on there. And obviously, I mean, both lead actors are fantastic, so I'm hoping this one will be good. And then we've got Hold Back the Dawn. I bought this one purely because Olivia de Havilland's in it. I think she's a fantastic actress. I've been watching, I watched a few films with her in recently. Trying to think of the one that I watched recently. It's on the 4 film noir box set, but she's absolutely phenomenal in it. She's such a great actress. So yeah, purely because of her. I think this one's a romance. But again, excited to dive into all of these. Next up, we've got Sullivan's Travels, and I bought this one, more or less purely because Veronica Lake is in it. She's such an interesting actress. I don't know anything about this one, but it is on the 1001 movies list or book. So keen to dive into this one as well. Next up, a very famous film, Network, with an absolutely stunning cast. Never seen this. Again, don't really know much about it. I know the basic plot, but that's about it. I've been wanting to pick this one up for a while, actually. It came close in the last sale, but there was some other things that I wanted a bit more. Very, very happy to have this in the collection. I think I'll be watching this one, fairly soon, maybe even this evening, actually. And the last standard release we've got here is The Limits of Control. Another blind buy. Bought this one because of Jim Jarmusch, the director. Really, mostly a fan of his work. Really love some of his films. They really resonate with me. There are a couple that don't so much. I watched one recently, which I found a bit disappointing. But yeah, I've been wanting to see this one for a while. Just making my way through his filmography. So yeah, hopefully this one will be really good. It'll be one that does resonate with me. Fantastic cast again. So yeah, I'm excited to watch this one. Yeah, I'll definitely get to this one fairly quickly down the list of these. And then, last but not least, we've got the Arrow Academy Limited Edition. I think this is the last limited edition that they will release from that line, because the line is ending and they're just sort of absorbing into Arrow Video. Tales from an Urban Jungle. I think Arrow Video had already released Brute Force and The Naked City individually before, but they decided to release this really nice limited edition one, which collects them both. And again, both films I haven't seen before. Burt Lancaster, obviously. Both sort of noir crime films. So this will be one that I watched in November. Sort of dropped down in price really, to about £20, I think this was. So it was sort of a no-brainer for me to pick up. And Burt Lancaster's obviously a wonderful actor. And yeah, as I've said a million times already in this video, more noir, I'm all for it. So really excited to see that one. And that is everything. So I think there's about 20 individual titles that I've picked up here. Mostly blind buys for me, but yeah, quite the stack. I've splurged a little. So apart from the indicator sale, which I've also splurged in, I'm not going to be picking up anything for quite a while. But really excited to dive into these. Some absolutely fantastic films. And as I say, I've only seen these two so far, and they were both fantastic. So hopefully we'll keep going in that vein, and the rest will be really good as well. But yeah, that's everything. Thanks so much for watching.